Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
I get this question sometimes from people, Loy, why don't you come down to India? Okay, why don't you settle down in India? And then I also get this question sometimes, which is rephrased, kind of similar. Loy, which one do you prefer, India or UAE? Okay, so off the bat, without dragging it, I'll tell you. So if in case you just want the quick answer, I prefer UAE. But I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you which one is better according to me. Okay, you can tell me if I'm wrong. You can tell me if I'm right. Okay. Now, see, first things first, even though I have an Indian passport, I was never there in India. It's like namesake, you're married to someone, but you never met that person, you never stayed with that person, you're living with somebody else. So obviously, that affection, that love, those feelings, it'll be connected with the person you're staying with, not the namesake marriage. So for me, the passport that I have is by default. However, if you ask me any memories of India, the only memories I have is during Gulf War, or when I'd go down for just visiting my relatives once with my parents once in 3 years. So that's all I remember of India. Okay. So I'm a little biased towards it, but I'll try to be fair. Now, if you're talking of education, India is superior by any stretch of the imagination. And the quality of life, I would always say, is better in India, because in India, if your child is made to study, your child will know the realities of life, from the co-curricular activities to the day-to-day walking, interaction. It's very real. It's very competitive. It's very hardcore. It's not the pampered and, protected life that is there in UAE. Any child that studies in UAE has studied nothing, has experienced nothing. India is the place to be for education. You get so many options, you get so much of competition, and it's really everything from co-curricular activities to the how tough the exams are, to the pressure, to even standing up for elections and colleges and all that. You'll experience the whole gamut only in India. And when you compare price to quality of education, India, without a doubt, far ahead. That is why do you think so many Emiratis send their children to the West? They don't want them to continue. It's just overpriced. It's just rubbish. You get not all, but the majority, almost 90, I would say up to 97% or 95% of, this is mine, of the teachers who are there in UAE are all crap, utter crap. The 5% who are there are really unbelievably good. And for me, luckily, I've interacted with those 5%. So education. Medical, UAE is once again a profit-making center. That is not to say that all UAE-based doctors and nurses are bad. There are some really good ones, but UAE's institution of hospitals and all that is just a profit-making center. They are driven by profit, and the greed is unbelievable. It's scary. That's why for my surgery, I opted to go to India, because India, I'm not saying India, there are saints, but India, if you know the right doctor, if you have the right contacts, if you do your homework, you will meet amazing doctors who you can entrust your life. You can entrust your family. You can entrust your baby. But in Dubai, you entrust your child to someone. They'll take care of it, but you'll end up with a bill of millions. And I'm not exaggerating. Actually, will give you a bill of millions. Just Google search Dubai expat, bill come up to millions. They don't have any accountability, nothing. They can even make your child or you into a vegetable. Wrong operation, and nobody gives a fuck. So once again, India is superior where medicine is concerned. Okay, education. Infrastructure, hands down, Dubai. It's the latest, it's the best, it's the most modern. You can't compare. India is like you drive from here to there, you have milk. By the time you reach the end of the road, it's become milkshake. It's just jumping and it's terrible. Infrastructure is one of the worst in India. Then luxury. Dubai and India kind of are neck to neck over there. If you know the best of the best in India, you can get the best of the best you can get in Dubai. But I'll give a slight edge to UAE because the creme de la creme come there, and high flyers, high rollers, and yes, the illegal stuff is also available in UAE if you know the contacts and connections. India, on the other hand, it's like a thick, big forest. You will have to figure out where to find what. Okay, it's not that easy. Not that it's not available in India, but UAE is far more easier. Modern, UAE is more modern because they're constantly looking out for new technology because that is what survives. Industries, India hands down. India is far more superior, far more robust, far more powerful. Security, as a citizen, I would say UAE because UAE is a small country. India is massive. It's fuck. UAE is a dot compared to India. So it's not humanly possible. It's an unfair comparison. But UAE is much more safer, and I'm giving that perspective from individual. It's not that there are all rapists or bad guys in India, but India's population is too much, too many people. So it's impossible to regulate. It's not that in UAE there are saints, but UAE, given the small population, the tiny population that there is, and the very fact that if you commit a crime, you're deported. So people have that fear and they remain law-abiding. India, you can't deport anyone if they are, Indians. Then military, India hands down. Security, India hands down. Longevity. Now, this is a tricky one because in India, if you are a citizen, nobody will throw you out. And UAE, as long as you have money, nobody will throw you out. Now, this is a tough one. Me personally, I'll tell you, I would say that if you are controversial like me or a troublemaker in the sense, attention. I used to never smoke, I never drank, never got into fights. But the thing is, because of my tattoos and all that, anyone can complain and get me thrown out. And the second problem is the very fact that you constantly need a visa, so you're constantly paying money. So that makes it very, there's no longevity there. And it's expensive. It is. See, Dubai, you're paying money. Yes, you're enjoying a great luxury, a fantastic life. It's like going to a 5-star hotel, but you enjoy the best of the best in the 5-star hotel, but you have to pay money for it. It's not coming for free. It's like life in UAE can be compared to a 5-star hotel. You go to a 5-star hotel, there are promotions, they are good, but end of the day, you're paying for everything. You'll get the best, but you pay for it. India, on the other hand, you'll not get 5-star, but you can sustain and survive there. Longevity, if you look at it, staying for long, if you stay ordinary, India. But if you are smart, intelligent, dynamic, and you know how to make money, any day it's Dubai. Okay. But if you're an ordinary guy and you're not dynamic, India is for you. Okay. Then taxes, obviously, India has a big minus because Dubai, you don't pay taxes. But yes, you do pay for the luxuries. But then again, the luxuries are based on your preference and your choices. What else is left? Career growth. I would say India is impossibly hard to grow. Impossible. But if you grow and if you're good, yes, nobody can throw you out. You will grow exponentially. The initial growth phase is very hard, but once you grow and you reach up there, you'll be forever happy. Dubai is the quickest and the fastest way to grow anything from a business. Oh, business is bloody hell easy, man. In UAE, business is bloody hell easy. You can open up a business in few minutes. You can register your company if you have all the in few minutes. India will take years. Dubai, UAE, you can get loans easy. They'll give you loans like they're giving sweets, chocolates. India is impossibly hard. India, you can run a business for 20 years and you'll still not sustain and survive. Dubai, in less than a year, you can start minting money left, right, and center. It depends if you're smart. In terms of the party happening scene, it's UAE. India, too many, restrictions. In terms of religion, I would say it depends because there are different states in UAE. Dubai is liberal, but keep it quiet. Don't show off. India is more open and you do your own thing. In terms of criticism for religion and government, India has a slight upper hand because India is a democracy. UAE is a monarchy. So obviously you cannot insult the leaders or the country or the religion. Where would I feel more safe? I would feel more safe in UAE, but not in India because India, you can just bribe a few guys and it will become crazy. So now comes a moment of truth. What do I recommend? See, if you're one of those people who wants to make quick money, go fast, try your luck, just, within like 10 years, then Dubai is good for you. Okay? But you need to be focused. Don't go to Dubai and start blowing money on temptations, and there are plenty of it. The lifestyle is high quality, absolutely high quality, off the charts. You can get the best of the best in the world in Dubai. Okay? But the problem is temptations are equally high. From credit cards to sale to wanting to buy good things and live the good life. Success goes to your head. But however, if you're a person who knows for a fact that but the problem is you do not know that if you're one of those who likes security and a future and doesn't like to rock the boat much, then India is best. Let us stay in India, don't come, because Dubai offers a hell lot of challenges. Yes, competition is ugly, is absolutely bloody massive. It's like for every job application there might be 100,000 people who apply. That is India. In UAE, it's not 100,000 people who will apply. It's like 20, but the 20 come from 20 different countries with 20 different skills, and it's high quality competition. Not all, but most. So overall, I would say that in terms of a long life, where peace of mind, where we're talking of a future where nobody will throw you out of the country, India is the place. But if you're looking for high quality life, where you enjoy the best, you have to work your ass off and make money and also pay expensive, UAE is the best. For me, if you ask me, I really wish I was not born. I didn't spend my childhood in UAE. I was born in India, Bombay, but raised in Dubai. So for me, the only memories I have is UAE. So if you ask me, I wish I'd never been to UAE, because if I'd never been to UAE, India would be home and India would be the only thing I would know. Because once you taste luxury, you can't forget it. And I was there for 40 years, man. Come on. So, but, if you're talking of like nature, like this you'll never get in Dubai. Nature, like in Kerala, especially Kerala, so natural. Not the cities, talking of the village. The cities now is gone fucked up. They made a mess of it. But if you're talking a quiet village, it's India, depends on the location. But to avoid all the hustle bustle, to avoid the fear factor that somebody can come and do something, and the high taxes and all that nonsense, I decided India is not for me. I like the modern outlook that they have here. You mind your own business, nobody will interfere with you. I have a very beautiful wife. I like Thai, Asian women, Filipinas, Vietnamese, Thai. They are more of my preference. I like the very modern outlook that they have here. You can be an atheist, don't say anything. I'm walking without a shirt, nobody bloody cares. So I like it here. It's like the best of India, and the quality of life, not that level, not luxury, but the happiness factor that I felt in UAE. So this is my analysis of India versus UAE. Let me know your thoughts. What do you prefer? Do you prefer UAE? Do you prefer India? Do you think that my arguments and points hold up? We're very interested to know your thoughts, guys. So this is what I have to say. I love to read your comments now. Take care.
He will help you identify the real you. Position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams and make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Machedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Machedo. www.loymachedo.com. Who is loymachedo.com? Thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.